I opened a grocery account at my bank with $250. Each week thereafter, I withdraw $50 from the account to pay for groceries. If X is the number of weeks that I've had the account, then Y is the amount in the account. Find the equation of a line. Okay, so this is similar to any problem that you're given where you're asked to find the equation of a line. You're going to be given enough information to find the two parameters that you need, the slope and the y-intercept. Remember that y and x will be part of your answer. Those are your variables. Okay, so we need to find the intercept first. That's what I like to do first. The y-intercept, also the initial amount. At the very beginning of this model, how much money do you have? When x equals 0, because x is the time, so before any weeks have passed, you have 250. Okay? And if you want, you could figure out other points. After 1 week has passed, how much money do you have? You take out $50. After 2 weeks have passed, how much money do you have? Well, you take out $50. Okay? So, from that we could find the slope, or you can get it from just the words that are given. Withdraw $50 from the account to pay for groceries every week. So remember that slope is rise over run, or change in x over change in y. So we know that the change in y, since y is the dollar amount, is $50 negative, and the change in x is 1 week. Okay, so that dollars, that's week. So you're losing $50 per week, or spending. You can also do that with the slope formula. Since we were able to figure out a couple points on the line, if you plug those in, you should also get the value of the slope at -50. Okay, so now I can answer my question: y equals -50 plus 250, -50x. One more problem. Suppose you start with a full tank of gas, 16 gallons in your truck. After driving 6 hours, you now have 9 left. So this is a little different than the one before. If x is the number of hours you've been driving, so I'm going to write that down. Y is gallons left. Gallons remaining. Okay? So again, y equals mx plus b. So we're interpreting the y-intercept b, 0 comma b, as the initial amount. In this case, you start with 16 gallons. So that's easy. B is 16. Alright, so now we need to find the slope. After 6 hours, you have 9 gallons left. Okay, so this one's worded a little bit differently. I'm going to translate that into a point on my line. Drove for 6 hours, 9 gallons, 6 comma 9. What's another point? Well, since we know the intercept, 0 comma 16. So in this case, I will use my slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, to find the slope, and then I'll have my whole equation. So I'll label that x1, y1. I'll label this bottom guy x2, y2. It doesn't matter. 16 minus 9 over 0 minus 6. And that's going to be equal to 16 minus 9 is 7. 0 minus 6, -6. Okay, so that allows me to write the equation of the line, which is y equals -76x plus 16. So does it make sense that it's negative? It does, because you're losing gas, right? Less gallons. As time moves forward, the gallons moves downward. Okay, so once we have that information, we can answer this question. At what rate is your truck losing gas? Rate for a word problem will be the slope is the same as the slope. So truck is using gas. I'm going to come up here to write this answer. For every 6 hours you drive, you use 7 gallons. Okay, so that's in words. Now in green, let me write it as a actual rate. That is, the rate or the slope is 7 gallons for every 6 miles. Okay, and I'll put a negative in front of that because it's going down. Okay, that's the rate. Every 6 miles I drive, I use 7 gallons of gas.